All right, real quick, I'm going to talk to you guys about Cambodia. So you've already read a document about the Cambodian genocide, so I'm going to keep it kind of quick. Cambodia is located in Southeast Asia near Vietnam. So Cambodia endured years of struggle after it won independence from France. So France had colonized Cambodia for a very long time, and then they struggled and fought for their independence, but they gained it in 1953. By 1975, a communist group called the Khmer Rouge took over Cambodia. And if you remember anything about communism, it seems like it's appealing, but then it typically doesn't work because there's a rise of a dictator, which the dictator in Cambodia during this time was Pol Pot. What's going to happen is that he's going to evacuate people and he's going to establish a communist government, but rename the country to the Democratic of Kampuchea. So what Khmer Rouge is going to do is they began a radical program to rebuild Cambodian society. Their goal was to create a country nearly where everyone worked just as a peasant so that they could kind of have a monopoly and manipulate those people. And so what they did is they believed in order to get this goal, all the influences of urban life, which means city life, and modern civilization, education, books, intellectuals, music, culture, all that kind of stuff had to be destroyed. So the Khmer Rouge set out their task with brutality. All opposition, any type of people, if it was real, even if they thought people, if they suspected people, they would kill and hurt them. Anyone who showed any signs of being educated were killed. Many others were worked and starved to death, very similar to like the Holocaust, Native Americans with the Trail of Tears. So anybody who put up a fight, anybody who could be a threat to this new government system were killed or starved or worked to death. At least 1.5 million Cambodians died out of a population of 7 million. That is a very large amount of people to be killed in a small country. They would force them to work in agricultural settings like farming, 12 hours per day, no food, no water, and millions of people died. So what's going to happen, though, is that they create communism, like I said. They abolish money, schooling, religion, and transportation. So they're going to take schools and turn them into camps. They executed intellectuals, minorities, which means smaller like cultural groups, as well as traitors. So anybody they felt that was betraying them, they would kill them. So if you look here in this picture, this is a school that was turned into a death camp. This is a body that had been killed and manipulated and stabbed and murdered. You can see these beds here, and as well as these are all the photographs of people that were killed in the genocide. Eventually, though, Vietnam invaded Cambodia, forcing Pol Pot from power in 1979. The peace did not come quickly because Pol Pot led guerrilla warfare against the Vietnamese, and when the Vietnam War happens, the Khmer Rouge is pushed into Thailand. So what's going to happen, though, is that they're going to lay a great amount of landmines along this 750-mile border between Vietnam and Cambodia. And what's going to happen is that people will be, even after the war is over, they will still get hurt by mines because they're not sure where the mines are. This battle between Cambodia and Vietnam lasted till the 1980s, but by 1993, the United Nations helped organize an election, and today, Cambodia is actually a constitutional monarchy with a democratically elected parliament, which means that their Congress parliament is elected by the people, and they have a constitutional monarchy, which means their king or queen has to follow the constitution that was written for the people and by the people, which is awesome. And their nation is still rebuilding themselves. So we have a lot of people that send landmine dogs to try to help assist Cambodia in discovering those landmines, to help prevent children and women and men and families from hurting themselves, losing their limbs, and being killed by mines. Make sure you fill all this in your notes. If you need to rewind or fast forward, feel free to do so.